A father and his two children, taken by ICE on their way to school this week, have been moved from Durango, where they were detained, down to Texas. Now there's a bipartisan push from Colorado's congressional delegation to free that family. ICE rejected efforts by other law enforcement to return the kids to their mother. And we should say ICE has not made any suggestion that this father committed a crime. The detention of the family led to days of protests outside a small ICE facility in southwest Colorado. Durango City Council held an emergency meeting this afternoon. There, reps for Colorado's Democratic Senators John Hickenlooper and Michael Bennett, along with Republican Congressman Jeff Hurd, said all their offices are working to get Fernando Jaramillo Solano and his two children out of ICE detention in Texas. Jaramillo Solano, his 12-year-old daughter, and 15-year-old son were detained Monday, despite the fact that he has no criminal history and a pending asylum case. That sparked community protests, which were met with the use of chemical agents and physical force. The police chief down there is asking the CBI and FBI to investigate whether that was excessive force against peaceful protesters.
We recognize the emotions are high. We are disappointed by the behaviors and display by agents and several protesters alike. Concerns have been raised regarding the conduct of the agents on scene, and the encounters included use of force directed towards peaceful demonstrators. Any act of violence, intimidation, or unnecessary force against lawful exercise of people's rights is unacceptable and does not reflect the standard of safety and dignity that the people of Durango deserve.
CBI is already investigating whether a federal agent violated state law by throwing a woman to the ground outside the ICE facility. The local district attorney will decide whether to file criminal charges. Durango's police chief says that most of the 100-plus protesters stayed peaceful. He estimates there are about 10 agitators who were throwing things and interfering with ICE agents. At least 2 people were cited, one person for throwing rocks at the ICE facility, along with a presumably pro-ICE counter-protester who drove dangerously through the crowd.